Hi guys, welcome to another video. I want to talk about Gavin Newsom and his attack on DeSantis. He has consistently for the last few years been criticizing and attacking Florida and DeSantis since COVID. And Californians, I don't know what to tell you. If you still support this guy, I do not know what to tell you. This guy is a snake or a salesman, and is my opinion is running for office. He's just trying to weasel his way around the traditional means of getting there. But California is in terrible shape. Everybody knows it. We all know it. Unless you're like one of those millionaire billionaires who is almost not affected by any change in policy. Um, I don't think this debate. I want this debate to actually happen with DeSantis and Newsom. I would love to see it. I think I think it would be really good for for both candidates. Honestly, it'd be really good for the people because all Gavin Newsom has been doing is criticizing Florida for the last few years, and it's kind of annoying at this point. Why don't why doesn't he do what he said? I believe it was last year to bring the hair gel. He'll bring the hair gel, and DeSantis will bring the hairspray. Something like that. It's so stupid. Well, let's talk a little bit about Newsom and this a little bit of the state of California. I don't know how he managed to do this, but he lost $100 billion surplus. Now we're in a $31 billion deficit. That money, what is does not, it has nothing to show for $100 billion surplus. The his speed rail that he wants to make has gone nowhere. It's just been sitting there. These big cities like LA, San Francisco, crime has been going up, but he has the audacity to criticize Florida and its problems. Homelessness is rising to an all-time high. We have a housing crisis. Uh, we have inflation issues, and not only that, we have a gas issue. He bl he blame this is what I don't get. He blames corporations, these gas companies, for being greedy, but him and Democrats literally campaign on getting rid of them. They consistently try to make policies to get rid of gas and oil, and they try to push electric vehicles and windmills and all that. But then he goes around saying that, oh, gas is only high, not because of California or the politicians or the government. They say it's just corporations in California are somehow greedy, which is mind-boggling to me. How can you campaign and run on something, and then when those things are directly affecting our energy market, you turn around and say, oh, it's the companies that are being greedy. No, this is the consequence of you attacking them consistently with policy. And now, and this is the kicker. The Democrats refused to remove the gas tax, and the gas tax increase that happens every year to help alleviate the cost of the gas that we pay here in the state. It is mind-boggling to me how people support this guy. What, in my opinion, what he did with DeSantis, calling for him to debate and then saying, "Oh, he's distracted and he fell for the bait," is not only childish, it's so disingenuous. You're supposed to represent not just the people, but the values that those people hold. So if you're gonna call out to challenge somebody with different values, you should commit to it. So I hope this debate goes through. If he tries to weasel his way out of this, I wouldn't be surprised if he's already trying to weasel his way out of it, but he should commit to it. He called for it. DeSantis agreed. It doesn't matter if that DeSantis is running for office. He could easily do both. It's not a he'll what, a few days fly to California or wherever they can fly to. It takes a few days and then go to a place, maybe a week out of the whole next year. So hopefully this goes through. I would love to see them debate. I think despite my dislike for Newsom, I think if he truly believes in what he says, he should be able to defend it. So, but in my opinion, no matter what response DeSantis gave, he was going to use it to try and attack him. Because if DeSantis disagreed, he would have said, "Oh, he's too afraid." But now that DeSantis, I don't think he expected DeSantis to agree, and I think he's the one that's afraid, in my opinion. So yeah, I think Newsom is a child. I think he's disingenuous. I think he's clearly a snake oil salesman. He's a cookie cutter politician that is only in it for his personal gain. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about us in any shape or form. He's anti-constitutional, and he will do what he can to get rid of it. Well, that's what I have for you today. Newsom is, in my opinion, a terrible governor. Let's see what happens in the near future. Like I said, I hope this goes through. I would love to see them debate. I want to see them debate. I think it'd be fun. It'd be entertaining. Um, it'd be fun to talk about. It'd be fun to listen to. I've always, despite my dislike for Newsom, I do want to hear what he has to say on things. Now, a lot of those things, at a certain point, you already know what he's going to say. But I don't think I've seen him really be challenged. We saw him when he was what was his name? When he was rerunning for governor, he debated the Republican nominee. I forgot his name. And the nominee was honestly not a very he was not very good in my opinion. There are some questions he just that could have easily been answered, but he can answer. But anyway, that's neither here or there. We're talking about Newsom, and I would we shall see what happens in the near future. I hope he commits to this. I hope he does this. But in my opinion, he's not. But I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. But if you want to see how good a governor is, just look at their state, look at their policy, and go from there. And in my opinion, California is in a terrible state. So hope you guys have a great Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday. Life is too short to not be enjoyed. Remember, tomorrow is never promised to anybody. So don't waste your time on worrying about small petty things. And I hope you all have a great day, a great week. Life is hard, but that's why we should enjoy it as much as we can. Because life is going to be way more harder on us than enjoyable. So I hope you guys have a great one. Goodbye.